What's up guys, it's Jayla. Welcome back to my channel. Jay by day, but who remembers when I was naturally she's fly? Y'all the real OGs. I have been on YouTube for almost 5 entire years. I started back in college, summer of 2017, so the summer after my sophomore year. Yep, I was 20 years old and I'll be 25 in a matter of months now. So yes, it's been almost 5 years. In these almost 5 years, I have utilized various devices and apps. Various types of content have been published to my page. I've taken super long hiatuses. I've learned many lessons, mainly from not only watching videos from people I admire, topics I'm interested in, but from other content creators. Whether I know them from watching their videos on YouTube or I know them personally as a friend, I've been able to learn so much from them, collaborating with them, and just chatting, honestly. Over these 4.5, getting close to 5 years, I've gotten a lot of inquiries from people, like friends at school, people that watch my videos, friends of the past that really want to know like the ins and out of how you start a YouTube channel, like what kind of videos should I make? What should my target audience look like? What do I do? I need help. So I'm always bewildered when folks want me to help them with YouTube because I do this really as a creative outlet. It just happens to sometimes turn into another stream of income for me from time to time. And that's all really, it's really all people see sometimes. So I decided that the next time someone asks me that question, I will have a video of mine to be able to send to them with some tips on how to get started with this thing called YouTube. So let's go ahead and get it popping. So you can tell by the title of the video, I'm gonna be telling you all about 5 things that I think are essential to start your YouTube successfully. And the number 1 thing that you cannot have anything without is initiative. Before I say anything else, I would like to just say that I know a lot of people start YouTube because they want to generate a lot of money and be able to quit their job, work from home, build a brand. You can do all of those things, but I think people expect it to happen a lot faster and a lot easier than the reality. Okay, so taking initiative with your YouTube channel means just starting it. My advice, and this is what I did as well, would be to choose the email account you're gonna have for the YouTube, think of a name, think of some type of profile picture you want to have, and record, edit, and post your first video. Whether that's like some type of challenge or a tag, or you can do like some type of tutorial. Just have some piece of content on your page so when you share it around, people can see like a preview. And maybe there's some pros to this method that I don't understand, but when I see people that create YouTube channels and they share it on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and they say, when I get to 100 subscribers, when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll post my first video. I don't think, don't wait on 100 subscribers. Don't wait for an audience that you haven't really targeted or gathered yet to tell you what kind of content they're looking for from you because they've never seen it. Honestly, just think of what you want to create, what you think that would come out good for your first piece of content, and post it. This is the first step in building your target audience, even if you don't have any idea what that's going to look like in the next month or 6 months or a year, because it's going to change. There are some ways to kind of expedite the process of building a target audience. I mean, maybe not make it go any quicker, but make it more tolerable, like fun, less excruciating. But that leads me to my second point, which is finding your niche. That's super important as well. This can be and is such a hard part of finding your space on YouTube, starting your YouTube journey. You have to figure out what it is that you're good at, what you like to do, what's something you're working towards, and then at the same time, think of a way that you can creatively convey that to people, to an audience, and either inform them or entertain them or a little bit of both. And you don't have to do what's popular. I mean, there are like 1,000,004 natural hairstyle or people who know how to do natural hair YouTubers on YouTube. I'm one of them because I just happen to know how to do my hair kind of well, and people will always ask me about it, and I knew how to do it. So I was like, let me make some videos. But you don't have to make a popular choice. You can build your YouTube channel on anything you want. There's honestly a market for virtually almost anything, as long as they're entertaining, informative, or a mixture of both. For example, when I started YouTube, like I said, it was the summer after my sophomore year, and all my friends knew I was thinking about it. They were trying to get me to start it, and I did. I started with a get to know me tag that I found on Google, just because it seemed like the right thing to do for my first post. So when the video dropped, they hyped it and they shared it. It was a trash video, by the way. Terrible. I was using my desk lamp, and my old MacBook Pro was a hot mess. But then I had to produce another video, and I was like, let me make my first hair video. It was like a braid out with TGIN or something. That was a trash video as well. By the time I got to my third video, which was mad random, that's when the Spelman questions started coming. It wasn't a video about Spelman, but that's kind of when people started to notice. When I say people, I mean like 90, 100 people. I had a little bit of a following, and I had at least one question about Spelman. And I was like, let me make a video about Spelman. I turned that into a little mini 3-part series. I called it my Spelman series, about dorms, classes, and traditions, which was so cool because my Spelman dorms video was my first video to break 1K. I was like, ah! So why you want to plan before you make a YouTube? I didn't have a specific plan. Like I said, I was gonna make natural hair videos, but do what you want to do. Let your audience react, and then you can take their thoughts and opinions into consideration and start finding your niche. Okay, so number 3 is research. Very broad term, but when I say research, it includes a lot of things. Watch other content creators. Honestly, I still do this to this day just because it helps me learn. Like, I'm not watching anyone's video to totally copy their idea and sell it as my own or something, but it's nice to watch and see other people's video styles. Oh, she does voiceovers. He likes to talk in the video, and see how everybody is different. And also, watching other content creators kind of motivates you to want to make your own content. So when I fall in ruts and stuff, it's nice to watch other people and be like, I remember when I used to do that, and then get back on. You want to make sure you're always looking at other content creators, like watching their videos and looking at the things they post on Instagram, because Instagram is an important aspect when it comes to promoting yourself on YouTube. For me, I was on YouTube for like a year before this, but 2 of my Spelman sisters, who were both in my class, Kira and Alyssa, were some essential women in me really being able to dive into the beauty space and be able to start doing partnerships and things like that. Also, please check out their channels. Alyssa is back on YouTube. Alyssa Chanel. Y'all know Alyssa had mad followers, has mad followers, and she was really documenting her entire Spelman journey. She has so many videos, so if you want to view any of those, definitely go to her channel. She has hella, but she's back, so subscribe to her channel. And also Kira, As Told by Kira, she's on YouTube as well. Another one of my girls from Spelman. She is a digital artist, so she has videos on hair and makeup and Spelman too, but she also now does YouTube intros. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. It took me like 5 minutes. She actually made my YouTube intro and my outro. As you can see, my hair is not blonde anymore, so it's time for me to hit her up to make a new one. So definitely hit her up for all of your digital art needs. She has a lot of different services. I always say I've been on YouTube since 2017, but I didn't really get serious until 2019 when I started to do research, like what kind of light should I have, which I'll get into later. What kind of backdrop, what should my backdrop look like? All those types of things, because there's specific, it's levels to this-ish. Lastly, before I move on to number 4, just never stop doing your research, because technology changes, YouTube changes, things change. Don't just be making content because you want to have stuff that's relevant. Boom. And number 4, equipment. This is one of the biggest questions I get. Like, what do I need to record? I need so many things. It's too expensive. It is expensive, but you really do need less than you think. There are some staples you have to have in order to make a channel, but you have options. So for example, the recording device. You don't have to have a camera. I tell people all the time, I record with my iPhone, and everybody be shocked because the quality on the iPhone 12 camera is, so I've been using my phone since I started. Back then, I think the latest model was like a 7. So the camera versus the phone, this is the debate a lot of people have. And honestly, there's pros and cons to both. Like I said, I use my iPhone to record. I have an iPhone 12 Max. The back camera is better than the front camera. If you've seen my 3-strand twist out video I did with Cream of Nature, my last video, I recorded the products, me taking the products out of the box with my back camera and then everything else with the front. So you can kind of tell the difference. It's a little sharper from the back, but all around it is great quality. You can use your iPhone, especially if you can shoot in 1080 pixels. And sometimes you can get up to 4K, which is what you really want for it to be great quality once it's on YouTube. Yes, I record with my phone, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really want a camera. The camera I want is the Sony ZV-1 20.1 megapixel digital camera. I want the camera so bad. It's kind of expensive and I don't know if that's an investment I'm willing to make right now. Maybe I will soon. But with the camera, you get the advantage of not worrying about filling up your space or having 765 missed calls and texts when you finish recording. Having your video cut off when someone calls you while you're recording, that's so fun. But then with the camera, you have to worry about your SIM card and your battery dying and things like that. So that's why I'm gonna rock with the phone for right now, because there's still some pros to the phone that the camera doesn't have. Okay, so as for lighting, if you don't know, I use a Neewer, Neewer, ring light for my lighting, but you have really 3 main options. You can get a ring light, you can get box lights, or you can use natural light, which means you have to record during the day. It's like 10 o'clock right now. I do most of my things at nighttime, so I did my hair and stuff for this video and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I have box lights and a ring light. The box lights are at my parents' house. I need to work on getting those here, just because those paired with like natural light looks really nice, but what I found works best is my ring light paired with natural light. It does make me look a little yellow. I guess I could turn it down some. See how dark it is in here? I could turn it way up. I have to keep it down here. My skin is a little bright. I hope that's where I had it. So yeah, lighting is really important. People don't think it's that important until they see the quality of content other people have. But honestly, with lighting, it's important, period. But if you're doing videos like makeup or hair or something that's kind of detail oriented that people need to see what you're doing, you really want to make sure you invest in some good lighting. Lastly, the editing piece. Everybody has questions about this. How do you edit your videos? Well, as far as devices go, you have 3 main options. You can use a laptop, you can use your cell phone, or you can use some sort of tablet or an iPad. If you have Apple devices, all 3 of these come with a free iMovie app, and iMovie is the business. I've been using iMovie since 2011, so I've seen all the upgrades and how they come up, because iMovie used to be kind of trash, but they really getting their stuff together. So I use iMovie to edit, but I really want Final Cut Pro. That does cost money as well. I think it might even be a yearly subscription. So I feel like soon, before the end of the year, I'm gonna bless myself with Final Cut Pro or the camera. I don't think I need both, but I really think I want Final Cut Pro. There's just more options. So I've also edited on my phone for a very long time. Once I discovered I could do that, I was just recording on my phone, importing it to iMovie, editing it, and posting it straight from my phone. That worked great. It works great. It's just you don't have as many options. On the MacBook, there are more transition effects, more font options, more everything. And you also have the space to like see and hear and edit. So I have become accustomed to the MacBook, but you can edit on your phone or your tablet if you want a bigger surface, but you like that touchscreen aspect, you could do that. That's all you really need: a recording device, a source of lighting, and an editing device, which could also be your recording device. And then I just have this wall. I've dedicated this wall to making videos, and I have this plant that I didn't put here on purpose when I first started recording here, but I saw it and I was like, yeah. And eventually, I'm gonna hang this. I think. I want to hang it now, but I don't have stuff. I put that right there. We'll see what that looks like. Build me a little studio wall. Okay, so the last tip I have for y'all is to be your own biggest fan. Let me tell y'all something. As a content creator, unless you have a designated team, you are the designated team. You're the face of the brand. You're the social media director. You are the art director for the thumbnails. You're the editing team. Like you have to wear so many hats as a content creator. So you should want to hype yourself up. I used to be kind of like embarrassed or like shamed or whatever to promote my content on my own page. I still am sometimes, like, ooh, do I want to post this on the feed? When I do my mini condensed versions of my hair tutorials and stuff, I kind of sometimes don't want to post those because I don't think anyone's interested. But let me tell you, somebody's interested, and just because they don't like it does not mean they're not watching it and going from that little video to your YouTube page. You never know who you could help. So be your biggest fan, because nobody's gonna support you like you. Last thing I'll say before I close out is don't trip about getting on YouTube and having friends like not support you, having friends not watch your content or interact and, you know, do any of the little things that I consider support. Because it doesn't matter. As long as you support you 100% the whole entire time, you can build your own audience. You don't need your friends to do that. And if they're not supporting something that's important to you and that you work hard on, then why are they your friend anyway? I'm just saying, I don't want to say what everybody says. You don't really know who your real friends are. I'm cutting everybody off in 2022. We're not going to do that. But I'm just saying, beware, because it does and it will happen. All right, guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. I know that I hate doing these sit down and talk videos because I talk for hours, but I appreciate y'all if you made it to the very end. Again, thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up because that helps me out a lot. And also make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to turn your post notifications on. Also, if you like to keep up with me in day-to-day life, I'm on Instagram at @JAYBYDAY_J by day. That's me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.